You want it. You got it. What's up, everybody, and welcome to Studio de Jeffrey, where I am running a test here to see. All right, so that is going to work properly. That's nice. That's nice. So yeah, it's time for a Cowboys Draft Chat. And yes, before you ask, my laptop is plugged in. Let me send out a tweeterooski. 10,000 bucks. And we are about ready to rock and roll. Pull this over here. Yeah, Colin, got the Discord. If you guys follow me on Twitter at JC1053, I sent out a tweet with a link to a Discord server that I created. Really, it's because I'm lazy and I want people to give me show prep ideas, but it's a place where we can talk about draft, Rangers, Mavericks, Cowboys, blah, 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 and you can give me content ideas for the show and we can kick it. Maybe talk about who wants to buy my top shots, you know? How early would you pick Vera Tucker? Elijah Vera Tucker. Must be somebody walking a dog outside. Hey, stop. Hey, you got two choices. One, stop that, or two, go. Pick one. Please? Thanks. Yeah, we're plugged in. Let me tell you about Elijah Vera Tucker. For a second. He's a USC, played left tackle this year for USC. He's played guard as well. Elijah Vera Tucker's a stud. Like, we've built up Penei Sewell, or the draft media has built up Penei Sewell to be like the pinnacle of offensive line, and everybody else is nowhere close. I think Sewell, Slater, and Elijah Vera Tucker are all very good prospects. So again, Captain Trade Down's trying to ride here. Because if I could trade down to a spot where I could get one of those three, or J.C. Horn, or maybe even Greg Newsome, the Northwestern corner, there's so many good options. I really want a quarterback to make it to 10 so you can move down. Parker W. is coming in hot, starting off hot with the Super Chat. Thank you, Parker. Long-time viewer, first-time Super Chat. Horn and Browning all day. Marvin at 44. Well, if I take Marvin at 44, I can't have Browning. Marvin Wilson, the Florida State D tackle, to me is one of the toughest evaluations because the first 2 years of tape, he's a high-quality recruit, and he dominates college football. He's a monster. He's got so much power. Pass rush moves are natural. He just kind of strings them together. There's so much good. And then in his last year, he's playing on a bum meniscus that ended up shutting down the year. And they've kind of changed the scheme on him. But is that it? Because he does look less imposing, and maybe like he might be out of shape, and maybe that was the knee. But that's one of those things where you got to do your homework as an NFL team to figure it out. Because if he's got the heart for football and like is a really hard worker, Marvin Wilson will be the best defensive tackle in this draft class. He's that good. He's been that good. His first 2 years in college football were probably better tape than Christian Barmore put out this year. So Marvin Wilson's a stud. We want Amanda. No, I just got off the phone with her before I did this. They're starting to dig a hole in the ground in the backyard tomorrow, so I have to do 5 million videos because I'm in debt again. Formula! Always up in the Super Chat. Love me some Formula. Tell me about Tyron. Lots of people mocking him. Oh, Tryon. Lots of people mocking him to Dallas. Horn or Newsome. I have Horn ranked above Newsome, but I actually think Newsome is the safer pick because I think Newsome is scheme versatile. I think Greg Newsome is a little bit smaller, but I think his change of direction stuff and his off-coverage stuff is better. J.C. Horn is that alpha dog that's going to follow your best receiver and willing to play press man and beat you up. So I think all three of them, Surtain, Horn, and Newsome, are all really good prospects. Tryon. Joe Tryon is Washington. He was an opt-out, and 44 would be the sweet spot for him. I don't have my notes pulled up, but he's one of those guys that he's a good pass rusher. He's a blend of the athleticism and the size and the length, and he plays with a nice forward lean, so that length actually plays for him. He's a nice little prospect. Tryon at 44 would make some sense. Matthew, swinging through with the Super Chat. Thank you for all the great content, and you are right. You never know what folks are going through, so be kind. That's 100%. That's the sign-off. You never know what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I've been having some rough mornings lately, for being honest. Morning depression, getting after me. I got a bum shoulder that I have to not work out for 9 days, and I'd hit a nice little groove where I was doing these group workouts at the gym, and it was going great. But then I had to shut it down for the shoulder, so that my days weren't going on the right foot anymore, and the morning depression was creeping back in, and it sucked. And that's still where we are. But 4 more days off the shoulder, and then we'll see. So you never know what anybody's going through. Be cool to people. Good call, Matthew. Where do you take Joseph? 44. 44. CJ, I disagree. I don't think Newsom struggles in man coverage. I think in Northwestern they just didn't run a ton of it. They ran a lot of really soft cover 3, so he was playing way off the ball. But you look at his change of direction. You look at his ball skills, like, Newsom can play man coverage. Give me Rashawn Slater trip. Oh, yeah, let's do a mock draft. What am I doing? I'm here to do 10,000 mocks while I watch the Rangers. We're up 4-2, by the way. Let's go. Let's go. Work out those thumbs. I'm always down. What do you mean? Thumbs. All right. All right, we're on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff, are you dipping again? Unfortunately, yes. So the draft has gone like so. Let me see here. Chicago would give us a future 1 and a future 3 to come up to 10. That means there's a QB on the board. Washington, 19 and next year's 1. Chargers, 13 and 77. I don't want next year's 1 just because I'm doing a mock draft for this year. 13 and 77. What do we got on the board? Oh, we got Pitts on the board. Oh, God. Do you guys want to do a Kyle Pitts mock draft, or do you want me to do something different? You want me to do a cap and trade down? What do you want me to do? Boom, boom, boom. Would you take JOK at 15? Yes, I would. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a kick-ass player. Should we play with the Chargers and let Pitts go? Fields is going to go at 10. Maybe Pitts makes it to 13. Stay strong, brother. Feel the same way lately. Every day's a new day. Thankful for every breath I take. Yeah. I mean, I got my books and I got my meditations and all that. Damn, everybody's gonna make me take Pitts, aren't they? Y'all are gonna make me take Pitts. All right, we'll do another one and trade down. But for now, we'll take Pitts. And we'll see what the draft gods bring us. Now, let me see here. Nope, pause. Newsom is still on the board. So this is one of those areas where you say, will they let me back in? Let me see. Let me check the NFL trade. I know I have a specific team one in my bag. It's a real one, but we'll just use the generic one and see what we got to do. If I want to get back to 23, 760, and I'm coming from 44, that's 460. Golly, my 2 and my 3 is not enough. But I can try. Dang, jerks. Oh, because they were picking Newsom. All right, I don't have anybody else I want to trade up for. We'll just see what happens. And the tough part is, like, what if Caleb Farley fell to you? But then you're going, okay, I didn't pick defense in the first round. And in the second round, I'm taking a flyer on a hurt guy. Like, that's terrifying to me. WW English 1. Just swinging through to super chat it up. Let's go. Let's go. Thoughts on Creed Humphrey? Solid prospect. Great athlete. Mm-hmm. All right, you're at 44. I'm just going to assume I'm not trading here. Oh, you get Jalen Phillips on the board. Kelvin Joseph's gone. Melifonwu's gone. So this is the unfortunate scenario because, a lot of corners are gone, but not all of them. Asante Samuel Jr., you're staring down the barrel of that. All right, there are free safeties, so here's where we start playing the game of what's on the board and what's going to look like for us later. Merrick is a good prospect. Javon Holland is a good prospect to play free safety. So is Jamar Johnson. And I actually like Washington too. You guys know that. So I don't have to go safety here. I can look at Asante Samuel Jr. I can look at Baron Browning. Oh, Nick Bolton. Oh, this is why I want more. This is why I want to trade down. Look at this lush, fertile field of players that I would love to get multiples of. Golly, Nick Bolton or Asante Samuel Jr. is what I'm going to be choosing between here. Or Jalen Phillips. Do I go best available player? That would probably be Jalen Phillips. I do not love Hufanga because I don't like him in space. He's a thumper for sure. How come nobody wants to trade with me? I took Pitts in the first, and so now I'm deciding between Jalen Phillips, Nick Bolton, and Asante Samuel Jr. I mean, you're talking about guys who I all have graded top of the second round. Phillips actually have a little bit higher than that. He plays a premier position just like Samuel does. I think I got to take Jalen. Kelvin is not there. The only problem with corner, Samuel would be one of my best players available, but he wouldn't be the best player available. And I could throw numbers at it later with guys that I do like. I like Adebo. I like Molden and Robinson. I like Shakur Brown. I like Thomas Graham. If I'm putting this much thought into every pick, this is going to take forever. Merrick or Johnson? Probably Merrick over Johnson. Johnson doesn't know how to tackle. Tryon or Basham? I have Basham ahead of Tryon, but they're both second-round grades. Merrick's a second-round grade. Johnson's a third-round grade formula. All right, we're going to go BPA. We're going to take Jalen Phillips. Let the chips fall where they may. We'll see what the secondary looks like at 75. I think I got to take a Debo here. Take a Debo and then throw our Darius Washington at the safety spot. Oh, but Togia is there too. Oh, and Tui Pelotu. That's my 2-1 techniques right there. But you got Odigizua and Brown later, and Shelvin. Oh, and Marvin. There's no way Marvin's going to last like that. All right. You could consider Moses. I just don't trust him. And I've got day 3 edges that I like, so I'm not worried about edge. This is going to be a secondary pick. It's going to be a corner pick. Golly, but am I going to force the Adebo pick over Togiai? I got them both as third rounders. Adebo's a more valuable position. We're going to take Paulson Adebo at 75. And at 99, what's left on my D tackles? All right, I'm not going to be ridiculous here, but if Marvin Wilson makes 99, that's a dream come true. Leave me alone. And then I start looking at my day 3 guys at the edge, and I got to tell you, there's going to be a bunch of them. Kando and Robinson at Florida State, I like them both. Chauncey Golston at Iowa, I like. Ogundeji at Notre Dame, I like. I have his pronunciation somewhere. He'll be an end tackle. A lot of these guys are sort of your end tackle hybrids, but he's hurt. fire another corner. Did I ever pick a safety? I always forget how to see who I've picked. There we go. I've not picked a safety. Let me check out the chat real quick. What's the chat doing? Oh, hold on. Got some supers. Hello. Heard Dane as the receivers and top 2 corners ranked above Slater. What's up with that? You can't worry about that. You can't worry about how anybody else's rankings look. If you have your rankings are all that matter. If you watch them, you do the work, you don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. Daniel, appreciate the super chat. I know you're focused on the draft, but can you give your opinion on Reggie Robinson? Is he going to impact this year? So Reggie Robinson, the thing about Reggie Robinson is the last coaching staff moved him to safety. This one's going to move him back to corner. And so right now, they're probably about to draft a corner high. So my guess is Reggie Robinson is about to be your 5th corner and play special teams. That would be my guess. Because you got Anthony Brown, you got Jordan Lewis, you got Trevon Diggs. You're going to add a corner in the 1st or 2nd round. And so he will probably, I would guess, be your 5th guy. And that means that when somebody gets hurt, he'll probably play some and maybe play special teams. But that is where Reggie Robinson is. I liked him in the draft. Hopefully he gets an opportunity. Oh, I did already take Phillips. What have I not taken? I have not taken a safety. I don't even like Cisco because I hate how many big plays he gives up. 13 picks is a lot of picks for a career. I actually do like Divine Diablo, but I don't think he's a free safety. Let's take a flyer on Cisco. It's day 3. Taking flyers. All right. Turn down everything. I could still take Diablo. Have I taken a linebacker? Because Diablo is safety linebacker hybrid, but they've also signed guys like that. Could throw another body at corner, but with a Debo, I've got 5 with a Debo and Robinson. But you could add a 6. You'll have 6 on the team. The thing about the edges is I don't have a massive preference between. I'll take Golston, but it's a lot of similar-ish players there. Oh yeah, and I did 5 this time. Because I believe I know enough players to do 5 rounds now. Oh, we don't have a 5, do we? That was a point. Oh, yeah, we do. See, I would take another one of these edges. Oh, no, I would take Shakur Brown. I'll take another corner. You could take Tonga just to throw a body at the D line. One technique type. I got Marvin. Need Tonga. Bark, 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 bark. Ooh. Throw a running back in there. Let's throw a running back in there. So there it is. My full results. No, just my results. No, just my results, please. No, go back to the Cowboys. Oh. We went Pitts, Jalen Phillips, Paulson Adebo, Marvin Wilson, Andre Cisco, Chauncey Golston, Kylan Hill, running back. Not a bad little haul. Draft Network. The Draft Network. That's one mock draft. Oh, Super Chat, Nathan. Take offense at 115 or D tackle and then Diablo at 138. Diablo might be a future linebacker unless he plays safety. I don't know why people are pretending he can't play safety. It's crazy. Pablo, greetings from Mexico. Thank you, Pablo. Hello. Debo at 75 is not a reach. You got to stop listening to other people's boards. Corners are going to go fast, and he's one of my 10 top corners. Let's start another one. What's everybody up to tonight? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing out there? What are you guys doing out there? All right. Start the draft, please. Thank you. Lawrence, Wilson, Fields, Lance, Sewell, Pitts, Chase, Slater. This is really good. 9's the wild card. Let's see. The Bears want to play. The Jets want to play. Okay, so there's a quarterback. And the Pats want to play. You guys want to see what it looks like if we dance down there? 15 or 20? Waddle, Surtain's gone, so I would pick Waddle or Horn, but you could also consider Elijah Vera Tucker and Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah. I'm going to do it just for fun, just for funsies, guys. I'm going to take the Bears offer and see what happens at 20. Okay. Let's see what happens. The point of this is to do the exercise, you know? Let's see what happens. There goes Waddle. Your boy needs a new laptop like a mofo. There goes Horn. There goes Darashaw. Just leave me. Oh, there goes Vera Tucker. Okay, so we may get the worst case scenario here. If I lose Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah and Greg Newsome, that would be worst case. But one of them's going to make it. So this would be a fine trade. No, none of you. I'm not trading with any of you. Get out of here. Okay, and there went Newsome. So look at that. They narrowed it down for me. Some people might consider Parsons. You could consider Ojulari here. But I went down with a plan, and my plan made it. We are picking Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Look at that. Aren't we having fun? Trade down for Barmore. English, my problem for Barmore. Here's my problem with Barmore. I like Barmore. See, I used to think wipe out at 20, Brian. I used to think you'd be wiped out at 22. But I really think that I'm comfortable if my first pick in the draft is JOK or Greg Newsome or Elijah Vera Tucker. And that's corner, linebacker, offensive line, 3 needs. So I really am comfortable with any one of those. Formula, do a mock please where you captain trade down and take Waddle / wide receiver. You can't captain trade down and get Waddle. If you want Waddle, you got to take him. All right, so this is working out so far. I'm going to tell everyone to leave me alone. I don't want to accept any trades. I just want to make my picks because I already traded down. Who do they think I want to come get? They really think in this simulator that the Cowboys want Merrick, I think, is why they keep putting him on the phone. Ojulari and Pay, Owa, Zaven, Where do you play JOK? You pick your spot. Strong safety or weak side linebacker. Just got to get better defensive tackle play. Parsons. If you took Micah Parsons at 20, I'm almost okay with that. I'll take JOK there because he's so good in coverage, and coverage is so important. Now this extra 2 is going to help us. This extra 2 is going to be great. We're going to make some magic happen now. You better believe it. Marshall, Merrick, Tryon, Rondale Moore, Freiermuth, Rogers, J-Min. This is good. There went Bolton. There went Farley. There went Stokes. Got a corner run. So we had a corner run. Kelvin Joseph is still sitting there, and we have another pick at 52. So we have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. You could take Eichenberg here if you want offensive line, or Leatherwood. Osai, Jabril Cox. We already took a linebacker. There's some of your safeties and your corners. I'm a big Elijah Molden guy. Oh, Asante's here. Kelvin Joseph or Asante Samuel Jr. You can take both, really. Let's take Boss Man Fat. See what it looks like. We're going to take Boss Man Fat. We're going to get to 52. Oh, with your permission, I would like to take Alex Leatherwood here. Left tackle who may be even better at guard. Oh, no. We can go Richie Grant here. Yeah. I'll take Richie Grant here. Look at us go. Thanks, Peyton. Hi, Peyton. That's prospect. Ojulari or Jalen Phillips? I'm an Ojulari guy, actually. Basham, Grant, Leatherwood, go Grant. Oh, yes. No delay, constant no. All right, so we got Richie. Did I get their 3 also? It was a quarterback tax, you know. Oh, man. Where are we? No, I don't want to trade anybody. Is it stuck? Is my laptop so crappy that it's stuck? No. Okay. Oh, there went Togiai. Aaron, yes, that's a realistic scenario. I'm not trading anyone. I'm making my picks. All right. So we have JOK, Kelvin Joseph, Richie Grant. And the fact that at 75, their 2 top prospects are both free safeties means if we wanted to, we could have gone a different direction earlier, but we didn't, and we're okay with that. If you give me Elijah Molden at 75, I don't know how to break this to you guys. I can't say no. Sorry, I have too many secondary players. But Elijah Molden can play the slot or a safety spot for you for the next 4 years on the cheap, and he's going to be good. So we do it. What players do you have 3rd round grades on? I think I have a video up not long ago that shows my board. A lot of them. No, thank you. I don't want to trade. Jeff, what is your plans for draft night? My plans is I will be on the air Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for every pick. You should have taken a free safety. I already took a free safety. I have Richie Grant. Keith Taylor is good as some say. Actually, I'm watching Keith Taylor tonight, JR. Thank you, JR, for the super chat. I'm going to watch him tonight, and I will have a full report. Full report, I say. I don't agree with a lot of their rankings here. Come on, give me the 99 now. Give me the 99 now. Boy, what if I picked Trey Sermon? Oh, some people would be so mad at me. I'd be so mad at me. It'd be a great pick if you had gotten out of a certain giant contract beforehand. All right, we're on the clock. Reminder, we already have Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Kelvin Joseph, Richie Grant, Elijah Molden. God, we are balling. You got McNeil and Wilson. You can't pass. You have to pick one of them. Because I took Marvin last time, we'll take McNeil this time. I have them both as second rounders. What does everybody think I want to trade for? People think I really want to trade for something. Get off of me. Well, I'm really asking this old-ass laptop to do too much computing power here. You can take Kellen Mond. Ardarius. Oh, I have way too many secondary players. Ardarius, I see you, buddy. I see you, pal. But, I mean, what's wrong with just stacking up your secondary with all the players, you know? Sweet, sweet Ardarius. Just staring me in the face. Boom, boom. How bad does Phillips' injury history scare you off? A little bit. I mean, he was a near medical retirement at one point. He had a severe wrist injury and then the concussions. So a little bit, for sure. And that's why I think instead of being a top 10 or 15 pick to me, he's a top 30 to 45 pick to me. All right. Deontay Brown, I don't need a guard. I'd rather pick a tackle that can play guard. And I don't really like Deontay Brown for our scheme, honestly. He's not a good enough athlete. I've got two corners. I got a safety. I got a linebacker. I got an interior defense. Man, I'm kind of wide open here. I would pick Marvin Wilson. You guys know that, right? Is Darden here? Sure as hell is. 115 might be a little early for Darden. I took Golston last time. Maybe this time I'll take Ogundeji. No, you know? No. You know what? I know what I'm doing. Yeah, dropping the hammer. I have rebuilt your secondary and your D-line. Let's go. We're throwing bodies at this stuff. Good ones, too. There's no way Marvin Wilson's going to last that long, but so many people are talking about him like he's a fourth-round guy now. It's insanity. He's better than that. The world is nutty. Patrick Jones, I thought his tape was just okay. Jonathan Cooper, his problem is that like Anai last year, he's small and slow, according to NFL, that position. Um, so that's his problem. But I like some of his tape, and I like some of what he did at the Senior Bowl. But I think he's more of a 5th or 6th round guy. 138. Give me all for a second, but I think just for fun, I'm about to fire off a Jalen Darden pick. Ah, go Mean Green. Well, I haven't picked an edge yet. Let me pick one of these edges. Who's my favorite out of these? Actually, I think Weaver would be my favorite out of these. He's actually got a chance to be a decent pass rusher. Yeah, I'll throw Weaver in there. But for future reference, there's a bunch of guys I like here. Odiingbo, Jones is okay. This Notre Dame one, Chauncey Golston. Bunch of edges I like there. $164. Did you guys leave me Jalen Darden? Yeah, you did. I'll take him. Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Damn, did I do? How many rounds did I? Oh, I did 5 rounds. I gotta watch more offensive linemen. Kendo, there's one of the guys I like. Look at that. Boy, that would be. I mean, everybody's overconfident in their scouting reports, but according to me, these are all dudes that can play in the freaking NFL. We killed it. We killed the damn game with the trade down. JOK, Kelvin Joseph, Richie Grant, Elijah Molden, McNeil, and Wilson on the D-line. Weaver and Kando thrown at the edges. Darden on your receiver depth chart. Boy, I'm proud of me right now. I am proud of me right now. I think that's all I'm going to do on mock drafts. What are you guys up to? Yeah, I wish I would have gotten an offensive lineman in there somewhere. What day 3 linebackers do you like? Top of my head, I don't know if they're day 3, but Pete Werner at Ohio State, Justin Hilliard at Ohio State. I'm about to watch this South Carolina dude tonight. Tweet this one, Jeff. I will tweet this one. Yeah, you never know what order guys are really going to go in. But yeah, I'll send that thing out. Oh no, not a GIF. I want to send out a picture. I want to send out the screenshot that I just did. Send that thing out. And now I'm back. Ever had a frozen $100,000 bar? Does $100,000 have nuts in it? Because if it has nuts, I don't want it. Thoughts on Tutu Atwell? To me, he's like a 4th round guy, day 3 guy, 4th or 5th round. A little tiny 155 pounder, but he runs well. He plays bigger than he is. He actually catches the ball outside his frame, real smooth like. But he's not quite as electric a mover as I thought he'd be. He's just smooth and good. Do you think Anai will be a starter at some point? Right now you got Tank and Gregory, but I think he'll step in and get some snaps. now that Alden Smith is not in the way. All right, I think I'm good. I'm going to go watch the rest of this Ranger game. They're finally winning a game, which is great, and I appreciate it. Marvin Wilson's not a dud, Stan. Be nice. Although anybody who's not picked in the first round, if you say that, your odds are pretty good. I'm going to go watch the Ranger game. I love you all. Really. I appreciate you being subscribed. Turn the notifications on so you don't miss a earth-shattering video like this one, you know? You don't want to miss anything like this. And remember, you have no idea what anybody's going through, so be cool to everybody. I love you. Do you think Quiddipe will make it to the late first round? Possible. I bet he goes between like 12 and 25.